Now, broadcasting live from deep in the desert of Nevada, K-Ghost Radio presents UFOTalkRadio.com with your host, Larry Glenn Anderson, Glenn Larry. It's now time for the Glenn Larry Show on UFOTalkRadio.com.
Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon or good morning for wherever you may be right now. And deep in the desert, and I must say this is Glenn Larry from the LGA Broadcasting Networks. Oh, yes, get ready for a great show tonight. As I told you, we're going to have Steve Gibbs coming up on our first hour, and we go over that hour. Well, we'll see what happens with some more callers, of course, and to all those internet stations up there, micro stations everywhere, all the United States. I do thank you for tuning in. I thank you for carrying the broadcast. It's a great show. I love the response we're getting from everybody from all over. I mean, it's crazy. It really is flying good for us. And, of course, as you know, last week I had something wrong with my throat. Yes, we want to thank you also, KBHR, AM 57, Siskiyou, Alaska, also KPFF 97.7 FM, and that's in Pahrump, everybody. For those people up there listening, we thank you for listening. What a great little station you have up there. Information, all community oriented, excuse me. And another thing, they have a community theater up there, and they're doing quite well with that. And I also understand that, well, I know that I hear Dwight Lilly on there quite a bit. He's great commentary stuff. That station is a great little station, and kudos to you guys out there. Yeah. Also want to thank Dudley Transportation. Remember them? That's the hat I wore the other night. Yeah, he does. He carries everything from any type of loads, from trucks to whatever, and any type of thing you need for transportation. It's Dudley's. Does a great job.com. Get a Oregon things at. Also, Tina's Hair Extensions and Color. I want to thank her. 702-591-0033. As you can see, I need a haircut. I've got to go see her. Yeah, she's a great gal. Yeah. Also, I want to thank Fran at Carpet Tiles USA. He's a great guy. The carpet in the tile he put in our station here. These things are expensive, but you got to have them because of the sound and what have you, and warmth. Yes, I take my shoes off and when I come to the house or the station. 702-265-4419. Ask for Fran. 702-265-4419. That's Carpet Tiles USA. Oh, yeah, thank you. Got that out of the way. I will start this also. Need to do all this, make sure things are going when I got things on the roll here. That's the station for you. You got to do it yourself. This is a do-it-yourself type of station, I tell you. I don't have Steve tonight, although I want to say hello to everybody out there on the Yolanda. I see you, Matt. I see Mike. I see, lots of John. Good to see you out there again. All over the United States, I am having a little bit of throat there. Santa Clara, I see you over there. DuPont, I see you over there. I see a lot of Michigan. Saying hello to you out there, of course. Scotland, Alaska, a couple people in Alaska. Also just came up Washington, Seattle, Tacoma, Olympia. That's where I'm from, of course. Mark, say hello to you out there. Thank you for tuning in. Matt, you also. Share this with everybody, about everyone that you're listening on this station and watching it on Facebook. On our other side, of course, we have kghostradio.com, UFOTalkRadio.com, Area 51 TalkRadio.com, OlympiaRadio.com, TheGlennLarryShow.com, and GoodSpringsRadio.com, ArtBellTribute.com. Now, there is a new site up that was put up for me, by the way, and I really do thank them for doing that, because that's a neat little thing that we're doing there. It has a player, although we're trying to get the player to work once you go there. But go to the other sites, GlennLarry51 at gmail.com. Send me some information, pictures if you have UFO stuff coming up. Now, we'll get Steve Gibbs on the line here real soon. Want to cover, of course, NASA and Boeing have been doing a lot with their SpaceX program going on. I understand that the Mark III parachutes are working. That's great, because when it lands on the moon, those things, well, I don't know how that works. Comes out of the atmosphere, lands on the Earth. If it comes back, they're supposed to be working. Anyway, they're working, and they're very happy about it. And some new stuff going on with Boeing. They've got some new designs for some new aircrafts that look like UFOs that we see in the skies. Round discs. Although they have to be rocket propelled off the Earth. They just don't lift up and go. So I don't know. I know there's some things being developed right now as we speak. And I think the gentleman tonight is going to tell you a lot about it. So we'll be back right after this, everybody. And again, thank you for listening. This is Glenn Lary on the Glenn Lary Show. And do share us. Thank you very much. Here's a little PSA for you.
Violence, theft, drugs, graffiti. It's all part of joining a gang. In times like these, we need to protect our children and our community from gangs. Gangs often prey on unsupervised teens with low self-esteem, who perform poorly in school, who seek a sense of belonging, or are simply bored. Joining a gang often involves violent hazing rituals. Once in a gang, members can become alienated from their families, school, and friends. Drugs, guns, and malicious activity are common elements in gangs. Trying to leave a gang can be a difficult and dangerous process. The best way to get out of a gang is never to join one. Protect kids from being recruited by a gang. Know who they're hanging out with. Involve kids in after-school activities and provide positive role models. Help reduce gang activities in your community by working with local law enforcement and school systems. Don't let a kid you know get involved with gangs. Visit ncpc.org to learn more or contact your local law enforcement agency.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
I told everybody that, of course, tonight we have Steve Gibbs on. And a lot of questions asked. This gentleman has been on other radio stations as an Art Bell back in the day, 7, and a lot of different other radio stations, and written up in several different magazines. Here is a man that has developed a time machine, and it's for sale. And many say it works, many say they don't know, and some are afraid to try, although they buy the device. And it is supposed to apparently, we're going to ask Steve more about this. And I will be taking some callers on 1114. So let's get with it. Steve Gibbs, are you on the line, Steve?
Yeah, yes, I am.
And if you could talk a little louder, I'd appreciate it, partner.
Just a second.
Here we go.
Yeah, I got the volume adjusted.
All righty.
And
there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
My voice is coming in now.
We just don't want to get an echo going on there, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
So stand by. All right, stand by. All right, how's your lower there now, my friend? Okay, good.
What?
All right, I'm right with you, my friend. Stand by. Okay, we're all on the line. I have Avery on the line too. You remember Avery? Stephen, how did you get started doing time machines? Now, you're in a farm in Nebraska?
Well, I was on a farm in Nebraska, and but due to my mother's health problems, we then moved to Kansas.
Okay.
In 2002, so now I'm living in Kansas.
Okay. If you could just talk a little louder through your receiver, Stephen. We're not picking up very well.
Okay, yeah. Let me try shifting to another location.
Yeah, Avery, you're with me?
Yeah.
Okay. He's adjusting. These scientists can't adjust the phone, but he's getting with it here.
Well, now, also, Steve, and anyhow, I was contacted by time travelers back around the year 1985, and they apparently, from what a friend told me, they came in from around the year 2250.
All right, Stephen, stay still. Stephen, you there? Stay still on your phone because you're fading in and out. Yeah. Stephen, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, Steve, what you got to do is stay still, close to the phone, and stay still and talk to me because it's wandering. I can't get a focus on here on your voice.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah,
You're perfect right there.
Yeah. I was contacted by time travelers around the year 1985, and they imparted a schematic called the sonic resonator, which basically evolved into the HDR unit, which I now sell.
This is the ACR unit or HDR unit?
HDR unit.
And that stand and again, Stephen, get closer to the phone so we can hear you.
Yeah.
Now, right there. Now, don't move. Stephen, stay where you're at. Don't move. Just stay there and talk, okay? So, what is it called?
The HDR.
HDR. What is it?
And, well, that's abbreviation for hyperdimensional resonator.
And what does it do?
It can be used for healing, actual physical time travel, out of the body time travel, and then by location or anything you can think of, provided that your intentions are pure.
Okay, as long as your intentions are what now? Good?
Pure.
And how many megahertz does this device work on?
Well, it just plugs into an ordinary household outlet and converts 60 volt it converts 120 volt AC into a AC/DC field.
Okay.
I was contacted by him, and apparently, from what I was told, they came in from around the year 2250, and part of that schematic was a sonic resonator. And but now, it's evolved into the HDR unit. And hello?
I'm still with you.
I'm getting a busy signal.
I got it. Yeah, Avery. I just lost Avery. Okay. All right. Now, stay where you're at. Don't move. You sound good now. If you move around, I'm gonna lose you again. All right.
Okay.
So right there. Don't stay right where you're at and talk where you're at. Okay, because this is perfect now. Now, let me ask you a question. Does this run on crystals or copper, or how is this thing made?
No, it just operates on an ordinary diode circuit that plugs into a wall outlet, but it has to have a quartz crystal in the witness well, though, before you can able to travel physically through time or otherwise.
Okay. How do you put this on to travel?
Well, you first put the time coils around your head, and then after the unit's plugged in, then you hook up the electromagnet to the socket smart electromagnet, and then you then you try to find the rates for the year, month, the day you want to travel to. Now, once the rates are set, you then have to locate a vortex using a cell phone. And just to do that, which I tell in the instruction manual, just use an ordinary cell phone, and you just walk around until the antenna symbol drops to zero or nearly to zero, and that will indicate the vortex. And then just seconds after you find the vortex, you then activate the pre-tune unit over the vortex, and if you ride on it in less than 3 minutes, you'll see a flash of white light or feel a sinking sensation.
Right.
And then you'll be immediately teleported to wherever it is you want to go. And
interesting.
Usually the way it happens is that you're usually given about a 7-hour time limit after you reach your destination, and then after your 0-point energy runs out, your body starts to vibrate.
Okay, now, Stephen, I have gentleman Zach from Henderson calling you, Nevada, has a question for you, I guess. Zach, go ahead. You there?
Yeah, yes, I'm here. I got a couple of questions here, I guess. With the HDR, how do you know that it's got a 500-year limit? I read a little bit about the device. And
do you hear that, Stephen?
Well, you see, according to what a friend was telling me, he was trying to
I can't hear.
Larry could go
Okay, go ahead.
physically into the past or into the future, and he found out it had a 575 year limit. And so you can travel up to 575 years. And but most people that buy the unit only want to travel back maybe a few months or a few years into the past or into the future. And but yeah, it's been recorded to be have a 575 year time limit.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you hear that? Okay.
The very end of it, Now, is there any way to control the time that you're going to go to, or is it kind of random?
Oh, what was that?
Is there a way to like decide you want to go 9 months into the past or the future, or 5 years to set a time to where you're going to go to, or is it more or less random?
No, it's not random. You can set the year, month, and day that you want to travel to on these dials, and that will take you roughly close to wherever it is you want to go.
Oh, okay, all right. And this device, I guess it functions best if you're near a vortex or a ley line. Is there earth power involved in helping the time travel?
Yeah, it works best when it's activated over a vortex. But I was telling one person one day that was having trouble finding vortexes, and I was telling him, if you have an ordinary house cat, see, cats will always take a nap over a vortex. So if you have an ordinary house, just find out where your cat takes a nap and then activate the unit over that area, and you'll take off.
Okay, caller, I have to ask you this, both you guys. All right, what does the resonator do? Stephen?
What?
What does the resonator do?
Well, like I was saying, it can be used for physical time travel, healing, or whatever. By location, out of the body travel.
Uh-huh.
And anything you can think of.
Now,
provided, of course, your intentions are pure.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, what if they're not pure? What does that mean? If I want to go back and horse races or ball games and make some money?
I strongly suggest you don't use the device for gambling purposes. The last person I heard that tried to use it to win a lottery or to get the lottery number, he said that shortly after he won over $2,000 or $3,000, there were black vehicles showed up at
Yeah. Okay. All right. Is there? I'm gonna try to get Avery to call back to help us out a little more there. Stephen, where can they buy the device at?
What?
Where can they buy the device at? Buy this time machine. This.
Well, you can. Let's see. You can buy the device on hdrenterprises.net. Now, HDR Enterprises is lowercase letters, one word, but it's anyhow, it's after that it's .net. And anyhow, on the site it reads Time Travel 2002 and this stopwatch.
Uh-huh.
And but you know, if they have to call me, you know, my number is 785-250-5463.
All right.
And but of course, if they access the site called hdrusers.com, they will get both of my phone numbers up there, and then they can call me, and then I can talk to them and tell them how much the unit is. See, they sell for $360, and yeah, I guess.
Is that plus shipping? Is that plus shipping?
Yeah, that's plus shipping, and $360. And there's two ways to do it. You know, they can either just send me a money order to the address mentioned on my website, or for $360, or they can wire me $360 through Western Union.
Okay.
And now if they wire me $360 through Western Union, that'd be a lot quicker for them, because then they can receive the unit in less than a few days.
Oh, I got you.
But anyhow, after they send it off, they'll give you a tracking number, and then you just call me back at 785-250-5463. And then I'll let them know as to how long it would be before the HDR unit by UPS ground.
Right.
And they are insured for $360, so they're certain that.
Okay. Do I still have my caller on from Henderson? Still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I do have one more question.
He has a question.
Is this, how different is Stephen's device? And I can barely hear him from like John Tidor. Tidor, did he patent his device back in the early 2000s? Are they similar?
Yeah. Actually, what were you saying? That John Tidor's device?
He patented the device.
I guess he bought a unit from me. John Tidor bought a unit from me. And it was up on eBay shortly after he got teleported physically through time, and scared the crap right out of him. But he said the units do work, but he said they're a little bit too much for me to handle, because. But I tried to warn him not to activate over an artificial vortex. And see, they're made to activate over natural vortexes, but he didn't listen to me, and so he activated it over an artificial vortex, and got zapped over in the middle of an ocean. And just before he hit the ocean, he saw a flash of light, and he was back on land again. And after that. Scared him so damn bad after that, he put it up on eBay.
Well, he got rid of it right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is probably scary for the first second or two after you use that, because you hear a loud thud noise, or see a flash of light. It varies from customer to customer. I don't know, every customer experiences.
All right, what I'm going to do, Stephen, I'm going to thank you for being on tonight. We will talk again. We got the information, and we're going to have a live open lines about time travel. And thank you for being my guest tonight. We're having a little audio problem on your end, but hey, thank you so much, Stephen. All right?
Yeah, it's been my pleasure.
All right, buddy. Thanks so kindly. And I'm glad we got in touch.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, my friend. Stephen Gibbs, and I had the caller still on the Henderson line. Yeah, crazy stuff, huh? Wow. And are you going to buy one yourself? He's already dropped off. Hello, this is the Glenn Lary Show. You're live on the air. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, it's Donnie, man.
Hey, Donnie. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up? I was listening to that time guy, man. Whoa.
Yeah.
Is he there, man?
Yeah. No, I just had him on the line.
Where's he at, dude? I want to ask him something, man.
Well,
What happened, man?
he just kind of like, we're having an audio problem with him. So let's see who we have on call.
That other dude was on the line too long, man. What?
Hey, Donnie, hang on. Who we got on line two? Go ahead. And what's your name? Who you're from, sir?
Yeah, this is Avery.
Oh, good, Avery. Thank you. Gosh.
Hey.
All right. Now, Donnie, this
Yeah,
guy
hey.
here, you can ask him
Long
any.
time, no call, no talk, dude.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Avery, talk to Donnie. Say hello.
Hey, Avery, are you the dude who made the machines, man?
No. But I know the guy who makes the machines. What do you need to know?
No, I was just listening, man. I have some questions. Like, he said like 500 years you can go back.
Yeah, and I mean that's what he's found out from people that has bought the machines. But personally, I think you could probably go back farther than that if you wanted to.
Now, let me ask you this: could you like go back and like meet your parents and stuff?
Yeah, but what's going to happen is you're going to this is not that exact machine, and so you're going to end up on a parallel universe, okay, a parallel timeline.
Whoa.
So if you meet yourself, or you meet your grandparents, or you fall in love with your grandmother or whatever, all it's going to do is it's just going to change things on that timeline and not the timeline you came from. You just, if the worst case scenario, you just create another timeline.
So, like, you could go
Crazy.
back and like meet your grandma, because I never met my grandmother, because she had like passed away, before I was born. So,
if
you
went
I
back
saw
in time
pictures of her.
and you met a young lady and you guys
I
fell in
saw
love.
pictures of her when she was young,
Yeah.
and she was really good looking,
Yeah.
Well, what does that mean?
It's not like I want to hook up with my grandma, but
you wouldn't know,
what
would
if? You know what I'm saying? What if you? I mean, could you do that?
I was talking to Steve last week, and he said somebody who got an HDR unit from him. That's what they did, was they went back and they were doing genealogy and tracing their family tree.
Wow.
Whoa.
Really?
They didn't know where their grandparents came from, so they were able to travel back in time and find that out. So.
Crazy.
Wow, that'd be crazy, man. I mean, you couldn't like tell them or anything, I guess, but it would be kind of weird to like, go back and like maybe like smoke a doob with your grandpa, or your great grandpa. It'd be cool, man. Right?
Hey, are you the guy that had the extraterrestrials show up when you and your old lady are partying?
Yeah,
That's
it's
him.
Donnie, man.
That's Donnie.
Oh yeah, dude. Because
Yeah, we do the meditation, man.
yeah, and I think
me and the old lady, we
unit,
meditate.
What I think it's doing,
We
because you got
meditate
these
naked.
coils that go around your head, right?
What's
And
that?
then you got this giant electromagnet that goes over your stomach chakra. And what I think
Well,
it's
what
doing
we do is
it's
we listen to
synchronizing
this
both
music,
hemispheres of your brain,
and
stimulating
it's
your pineal
like
gland, and
the
then also
energies around us, and we're
One at a time.
completely naked, and we put oil on us, and the oil gets real hot. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
man? And
Well, yeah,
when it
yeah.
gets hotter, it's like it gets real warm, and then we see stuff, and we talk to. We think they're aliens, but it could be another dimension. But yeah, that was me, man. But we get real oiled up, and we listen to like music, and we have sex. I mean, I'm not gonna deny it,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, now, Avery, what was about something around the head? You're talking about putting some wires. How's that?
Yeah, it on the HDR unit there's these
What's that? What's
yeah,
that music?
Yeah, we listen to like this, you know, like India and stuff. But anyway, but I wanted to really talk to that dude. So can you buy that on like eBay or what?
No,
or
dude,
like Amazon or what?
The last
deal?
unit I've only seen 3 units for sale on eBay, and the last one went for $618, and that was 4 days ago.
That's
where you can
not
buy it
bad,
straight
really.
from Steve from his HCRusers.com. Go to there, give him a call, and you can buy it for $360.
So
Wow.
he was saying I was hurt. You can't like gamble and stuff and make money off it. What's the deal?
Well, it's like anything else. If you any other type of divination or whatever, you know, if you're trying to win money, you've got a better chance of succeeding if you're getting it for somebody else, or if you're getting it for a good purpose, or you give it away to you know.
Wow,
and if you
man,
win, you got to give at least 10% to charity, right?
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, like your ties and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, if you got a better chance of winning,
Right.
if you're going to give it to somebody else.
Oh,
You know,
your
if you're gonna
intent.
give it-
Your intent. Once you do, you have to have good intent to when you do this.
Right.
I got it.
Yeah.
Man, I just want to go back and like party, you know?
I bet you do.
Stuff.
Well, you give it to somebody who likes to party, and then reap the rewards
That's
from
cool,
that.
man. Did you do it, man?
Well, I got an ACR unit. I'm doing experiments with it to see what I think. There's a lot more possibilities that you can work with it, because I think it's a shortcut to years of meditation. What you
man.
accomplished with years of meditation, I think I
Right.
can do it as a shortcut with the ACR unit.
Meditation's cool. I mean, if you like get high or smoke some really good dubage and you can like meditate, it's
but
wild,
I mean,
man. And then have sex on top of that, it's explosion, man. It's really cool.
All right. Donnie,
Yeah.
gosh, thank you for calling, man. All right,
Hey,
man.
man. Yeah, I gotta check that out, man. Thanks for having that dude on.
Yeah, this guy.
Make sure you post that dude's like his website or his information, man, on your site.
I will.
I can't remember it, man. I mean, HDR or something, dude.
HDRusers.com.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check
I've got to go. I've got to. All right,
I can't remember.
Donnie.
man.
Thank you, Avery. Stay on the line.
Hey,
I
catch you
got to
later
go to
there,
commercial.
Glenn.
Stand by.
All right, take it easy, man.
Take care.
All right, you still with me, Avery?
Yeah.
All right, good. You're still there, right? All right, stand by here. We have got to go to commercial, and we'll be right back after this. Thank you so very much. Well, I'll let you know about a good hairstylist. Does a great job. Tina's Hair and Extensions in color. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you want a professional job, a professional does a great job, contact Tina's Hair and Extensions in color. Tina Reynolds, great gal, 702-591-0033. 702-591-0033. Tina Reynolds. Tina's Hair Extensions and Colors.
Every day, people are afraid to report violent crimes. In times like these, choosing to report a crime or helping the police can be a difficult decision. A no-snitching culture has sprung up in our communities, making it unpopular and sometimes even dangerous to report a crime. Do the right thing by calling 911 or your local crime tip line. If you're the victim of a crime, report it. If you know about a crime, report it. To learn more about how to do the right thing, visit ncpc.org or contact your local law enforcement agency.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
Now, to have some fun, right along with us, broadcasting live deep from the desert of Nevada. Welcome to the Glenn Lary Show.
Yes, we are back, everybody. Time. I am tired of changing clocks. Oh, I hate it. Why are we still doing that? For the kids to go to school? I don't know. Our farmers? We need to get rid of that. We need to stop changing our clocks. I've got too many clocks around here, and I love clocks, as you guys know. I really do. Oh, we've got them everywhere. I used to hire people to do that for me because I was so busy. But And by the time I got probably to the last clock, it changed again. I don't know really how much fun it is. Avery, you still with us?
Yes.
All right, stand by, my friend. Avery, my gosh. Well, Avery, you know so much about this stuff. And knowing Stephen, and he's a great guy. Although he needs to stand still and talk to the phone. Had a hard time keeping his audio going. I guess he's on a cordless, maybe. I don't know. But
I'm not sure. He's on a cell phone. And
yeah.
one of the problems is that he runs a HDR unit 24/7 in his house to do a protective time bubble around his house.
Right.
And you get a lot of electromagnetic interference from that electromagnet of his.
Right. Well, that might be it, because I had some problems here. We have another caller on 1113. Stand by. Hello, caller. This is Glenn Larry. You there?
Hello. Hi, Glenn.
Oh, my gosh. It's got to be Barbara.
It's Barbara. Yes, it is. How are you? It's been so long.
It has been a while, Barbara. Where have you been?
Well, I'd like to talk to you about that. I was in Europe.
Europe?
Yes, we were at a church retreat.
Uh-huh.
And, well, my family owns
This is her music. I'm sorry. I have to play it.
Oh, hello. Hi, this is Barbara Butner calling from Summerlin, Nevada. And I'm back in the good old USA. And that's wonderful. I've seen the world, and I was in Europe.
Okay, Barbara, go ahead.
Parts of France and England. Anyway, we were there for a church retreat.
We have Avery on the line also, Barbara.
I heard that. I heard the gentleman about the time machine.
What do you think about that?
Well, let me tell you, my family, they don't own, but they run a significant church community in Texas. It's the Good Springs Church. It's very, very popular. Anyway, we went on a church retreat. That's where I've been gone for about a month. And we went over, they invited me over there.
Right.
And we went to Paris. And we were supposed to, I think we were helping poor people.
You think you were helping poor people?
Well, that was part of the church pays for the travel expenses, but we help the poor kids, Anyway, we went to Paris and we went to London and saw all the sights and sightseeing. It was very beautiful. And anyway, one of the questions I wanted to ask the gentleman of the time machine. Now, we do. I don't really go to church that much here in the Summerlin area, but when I make it down to Texas, of course I go down. It's my brother's church. Anyway, he's the pastor, and could you go back and maybe meet Jesus?
Well, the HDR unit. You could do that. And the way it works is
he looks. I mean, he looks so pleasant. I've seen it. You see him in the movies. I'm sure. I know that's not the real Jesus, but I'm sure they portray somebody that looks like him. He's very handsome, and I've seen the paintings of him and the flowing hair and in this. Boy, I would love to meet that.
Well, and also don't forget with the HDR unit, you would get the rates and frequencies to either go visit Jesus or have Jesus visit you.
Wow.
Well,
right? How about that, Barbara?
I would rather go back. When he was doing those miracles and changing the water to wine and the fish. I don't really want to go back when they murdered him, when they put him on the nails and such. That seems a little bloody, and I don't. That doesn't sound like fun. But maybe the beginning stuff when he was, doing the miracles.
Yeah, that's the good stuff. I mean,
the good stuff. Nobody wants to
see the guy.
The way to do it is to do it not physically, but in your mind. Kind of remote view there.
Like praying. Yeah, we do that all the time. We do that. My brother tells me I need to pray more to talk to Jesus, and I talk to Jesus. I mean, whatever. But I would, if you could go back in time to meet Jesus Christ, is his last name Christ? I'm not quite sure how that works. Is it Christ?
Well,
Hello?
but I mean, you get the rates and frequencies, but then again, to do physical time travel, you got to do it on the day of the full moon, and you got to find a vortex. And where are you at?
Where am I? I live in Summerlin, Nevada. We live in a beautiful gated community up here.
Here we go.
And there's about 75 homes, very custom homes up here.
But I mean, you're
all of us are Christians here.
Yeah, but I mean, there's enough
I think it would be wonderful. You're saying we could bring Jesus back?
Avery, did you hear that?
Say that again?
Could you bring? Did you say you could bring Jesus back with us?
No. Have him visit you here. No, you don't. I mean, if as far as bringing Jesus back, I mean, he listen this way. If Jesus wanted to come back, he'd come back, and that gets into a whole nother show on whether I believe he's back already or not.
Right.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure he speaks English, right? He's the Son of God.
Well, he speaks in your brain. He will speak to you. He will appear to you and speak to you in whatever makes you feel comfortable.
I see that, Barbara. Now you've been going to church.
I know all this.
All right.
I've gone to church. What's your name again?
His name's Avery.
Avery. I've gone to church. I know. Pray to Jesus. I know all that, Avery. I'm talking about going back in time to meeting him. You know, with the sandals and the robe and all this. This would be wonderful.
I mean, with the HDR unit, if that's what the force, God allows you to do with the HDR unit, the HDR unit, the way it works is that if your intentions are good.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to do anything to him.
Well, no, I'm just saying in general. In general, it works by the grace of God. Okay, if they don't want you to do it, you ain't doing it.
Barbara Butner calling from Summerlin and wants to meet Jesus of Nazareth. This is a wonderful show, Glenn. I mean, I think that this would be great for all those non-believers.
Well, it's an interesting show, all right. We've gone quite a ways here. Boy, that's interesting, Barbara. Do we have anything else for us?
We had a wonderful trip in Europe, and I miss you. I miss my community, and of course the school. I had the vice president Carol take over for me I'm sorry, not the church, the school, the PTA. I'm losing my mind. I've had a couple of drinks tonight.
Oh, okay. Now, you got your UFO group together tonight?
Well, we did not get together this last Sunday, but we are planning on getting together this Sunday.
Okay.
And
that's very good.
and talking about the latest of this UFO stuff.
And there's a lot to know.
We're trying to dabble in the ghosts a little bit too.
Well, I bet you would. Yeah.
To dabble in the ghosts, because Maris lives about 4 houses down, and she seems to think that her house there's a ghost in her house. And I said, for Pete's sake, that we live in beautiful homes. There's nobody died in our neighborhood or anything like this. And I told her to shut her mouth, and she should not be spreading these rumors about ghosts in our neighborhood.
Yeah, I agree. New houses, new ghosts, maybe. I don't know, Barbara.
Know what was there before the house was?
Excuse me, Avery. Is it Avery with a B or
before the house was built?
What's that? Excuse me?
You don't know what was there before the house was built.
I was desert.
Well,
you don't know what happened there.
Right.
Ah. You mean like maybe some Indians were slaughtered or something?
Right. Where I live, there's a bunch of unmarked graves out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh boy.
Yeah. How about that one, Barbara?
I would not live there. You live on a graveyard? Oh my goodness.
You don't know. And the developers, they don't know, so they just build on top of it.
Yeah, there you go, Barbara. You're going to wake up with a chief sitting next to you with feathers.
Steve, did you hear that?
Yeah, just have a little seance and
What did he say?
drag out a Ouija board.
Oh, will you be? Just don't yell, Steve. That's the whole thing. Now, what were you saying?
I get it. I get my money back, and he showed me a house with graves on the bottom of it.
He had graves in front of his house?
Steve said he'd get his money back. He'd want a refund if they sold a house with graves on the bottom of that.
Gosh.
You know?
Well, they probably don't know.
What kind of graves? Were they Indians or slaves or what? Slaves?
I don't know if they were slaves or Indians. I don't know.
Well, I don't know either, Barbara. I mean, maybe you should do some history and look it up.
No, we do not have any ghosts in our neighborhood.
Okay.
You could get an HCR unit and go back in time and see what happened there.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we could.
Yeah, I think you could.
I would think there's just coyotes or what. I mean, I don't know. Did I tell you we live in Summerlin?
Yeah, I know that. And they do have coyotes once in a while up there. This is a desert.
No, I don't know. It's a beautiful gated community. Custom homes. They're anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 square feet.
Uh-huh.
We have a guard gate.
Yeah.
You know, and his name is Morris. Morris is the main guard over there. He's a rather large black gentleman, and he means business. I'm telling you, nobody's getting in there. Wonderful. I feel safe.
Okay, Barbara, thank you so much.
Oh, this is a wonderful show. I really wanted to talk to that gentleman who made these. Now, wait a minute. Did you say eBay or where were these? Amazon. Where did you get these?
Avery, go ahead one more time, Barbara. Now listen. Go ahead.
HDR users, USERS users, HDRusers.com.
HDR users?
Yeah, .com, and you'll get his phone number and give him a call. You can give him a call and talk to him, you know.
No, it's not Amazon.
For hours.
Steve. You go to their website. Right, Avery?
Yeah, HDRusers.com, but his phone numbers are on there, and the best thing to do is give him a call.
Where does he live?
You could talk right to him there, Barbara.
Yeah.
He was on earlier. He's the inventor. He's the guy.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, Stephen Gibbs. Give him a call.
I will do that.
Barbara, thank you so very much, and
good night,
welcome
everyone.
back.
Hey, thank you. It's good to be back in the USA. God bless the USA.
Oh yes.
Some of those French people are very dirty and smelly. You know?
They're what?
They're smelly. Yeah. I don't know if they have a deodorant over there. I don't know what it is.
Good night, Barbara. Thank you so much.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Oh, boy. I mean, really. You still with me, Avery?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Barbara. You know, I was, it's about her timing, you know what I'm saying? Haven't heard from her for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, here we have Stephen Gibbs, and he is still working apparently on these time machines. And
he hand makes these.
He does.
He makes them. He makes them in his garage. These coils. I mean, he sells them for $360. He's never gone up in price.
Yeah.
And these things are handmade, and it's old school electronics.
Right.
And I can't imagine how many hours. If you actually figured up how many hours he puts into the device, it's worth more than $360.
Right.
And I just saw, like I said, one on eBay just sold last week for $618.
Wow.
On auction.
You know,
and there's only been 3 of them ever sold on eBay.
I asked him what frequency that was on.
Well, it'll be a 60 hertz.
7.8 hertz. I had it's the soul of a human being. You know.
Yeah, but it's the way the circuit's set up. It goes to this
vector.
Caduceus coil that wraps around this witness well. Okay.
Okay.
And the witness well is a 35 millimeter film canister, and you put a double attenuated quartz crystal in there.
Uh-huh.
And the quartz crystal should resonate at the hertz of the Earth, when the Schumann's resonance.
Which is 7.8.
Right, right. But also you can put anything in this witness well too, as far as intentions. A lot of people put the year that they want to go to. You know, put a penny from a coin from the year they want to go to. They'll put it in the witness well.
Uh-huh.
And this in turn, then under the plate, you got a rubbing plate which has a flat caduceus coil underneath it.
Right.
And as you rub this, it's like a radionics machine or one of the wishing machines.
Mm-hmm.
So you state your intentions on what you want to accomplish. You know, I want the rates and frequencies to go back to, you know, the Gettysburg Address.
Okay.
And so as you're rubbing it, you're turning the dial. You got two dials. You got a coarse tuning and a fine tuning. And as you're stating your intention, what are the rates and frequencies to take me physically through time to the Gettysburg Address? And when you get to you'll all of a sudden your finger will stick to that plate.
It sticks. It's like stops?
Yes.
It stops in motion.
The craziest thing I've ever seen. And the way that works is the same way pendulums, dowsing rods, your conscious brain is trying to rub the plate nice and smooth, right? Your subconscious knows when you get to the right frequency, right tuning, and it sticks it there.
Interesting.
Same thing with, you know, your conscious brain is trying to hold the L rods on the dowsing rods parallel and straight. Well, your subconscious is crossing them when you're reaching whatever water or, you know, looking for gold or whatever. And then pendulum, same thing, your subconscious brain. And your subconscious brain can tap into other information from other brains or the super subconscious or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And so the rubbing plate does like that. So you have a coarse tuning. Then once you hit that, then you take your finger off. But again, what the rates and frequencies to send me physically through time to, you know, the Gettysburg Address, and do the fine tuning, and your finger will stick.
Yeah.
And so
we have another caller. Stay on, because I want them to talk to you also, because you're the guy. Steve's he's a scientist, and so it's kind of hard to keep him focused.
Oh, yeah, and Patricia Riss, who wrote 3 books on him. And she called him the Rain Man of time travel.
Well, I bet he is. Oh my gosh, that's a really good scenario. Caller, this is the Glenn Lary Show, and who am I speaking with? Where are you from?
Hey, here, it's Lloyd. Hey.
Lloyd?
Hello?
This is Lloyd.
Hey, yeah. Hey.
Well, Lloyd, now, where are you at now?
I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the bathtub, Lloyd?
Well, getting ready to. Yeah, I filled it up already.
Okay, let's splash the water.
Oh.
Come on, Lloyd.
Lloyd, how have you been? I know we're talking about time. We're talking about time machines, Lloyd.
I heard that. I have a comment about that.
All right.
I don't know what's a good idea. Hold on.
But I mean, if you're not supposed to, it's not going to happen. Let's put it this way: if the forces of, you know, if God decides it's a bad idea for you, it ain't going to work. And the other thing, Lloyd, is whatever you do, if you get an HDR unit, don't use it in the bathtub, okay?
Yeah, you hear that? Lloyd, you can't.
I'm not using that. I have a question.
All right.
Sir, hello? Hello?
Go ahead.
Now, what if this gets into the enemy's hands?
Well, like I said, if anybody who uses it has bad intentions, it won't work.
All right.
What if they, you know, if they got, they gave Hitler the A-bomb?
Well, yeah, but I mean, on the HDR unit, it's so simple a circuit, and it relies on a lot of other outside influences. Is one of the influences is the power of the universe. And so, if you have bad intentions, it ain't gonna let it happen.
How about that, Lloyd?
It's a
I don't
built-in
know.
fail-safe, actually.
I mean, you know, there's a lot of things you could do. Hitler could have won. We could have lost Korean War. You know, Ho Chi Minh could have known all. I mean, there's a lot of things that could happen. And I don't know if
and
it's a good
also,
idea.
don't forget, on another timeline, it did happen. So if you start getting into multiverse theory,
Oh,
What's
sorry.
going What's going on there?
Oh no, my cheek. Sorry, my
Okay.
cheek hits. Sometimes I put it on my put the phone on my shoulder. Yeah, I got soap here.
yeah, don't drop it in the bathtub.
Yeah, don't. Lloyd, take your bath, okay, buddy? And call me next time, all right, my friend?
But if this does not get in the enemy's hands, this is a bad. Hell, Al Qaeda could be listening. Al Qaeda, you know, the terrorists,
Well, yeah, it could
the
be.
screen people who are by. Why get all worked up? Talk about Taliban and 9/11.
Oh, gosh, my gosh, yeah. Okay, Lloyd, thank you so much, my
What
friend.
about the?
All right. Okay, my friend, call me next time.
Uh,
Incredible. You still with me?
Yeah, and
Hey,
you've got a great group of regulars, you know?
Yeah, what they do, they're interesting. I'll tell you. I don't know how to keep them under control, keep them leashed, but they're there. I just let them go. Whatever.
Hey, it wouldn't be the same show if you didn't have. Lloyd
I'll
and
tell you,
Barbara.
Avery, what a device. And like I say, Stephen, like he is just like the Rain Man of time machines. And gosh, a great guy.
And I'm still trying to get a hold of Patricia because I talked to Stephen earlier tonight, and he said Patricia said give her a call.
Oh, great. I'd love it to.
So I'll
Great.
get the number to you, and
We'll get
and
that
we'll
from
try
you.
to-
Yeah. But Avery, thank you so very much. We're coming up to the top of the hour. I got about 5 on this, so but gosh, thank you for calling in. We finally got this done, and I have to next couple weeks.
and depending on the responses that we can always do this again.
Yes, of course. Oh my gosh, and there's plenty more to talk about. I want to hear about the trips if people are taking.
And and that's what I've been telling Steve to do because he's got the list of all the people he's sold these units to.
Right.
And I told him, I said, contact these people and get their stories.
Yeah, I want to hear them. I love time travelers. I love them.
And I got a bunch of experiments I want to do. I just got an EEG machine I bought, and so I got to find some people who haven't used the HDR units who's willing to do it and get a brain scan prior and a brain scan afterwards just to see.
That would be interesting. Oh my gosh. Again, Avery, thank you kindly.
Okay.
All right, my friend.
Take care.
Be well. God bless. Thank you kindly, my friend.
Okay, and also, Glenn, if you need an HDR unit, I got some for lunch.
Okay, will do.
Have some
Okay.
fun.
Yeah.
Right along with us, broadcasting live deep from the desert of Nevada. Welcome to the Glenn Lary Show.
Oh, I want to thank everybody on Facebook out there. Thank you for tuning in. Martha, good to see you. Hope you got back okay. If you're still over there. Matt, nice to see you. Hundreds and hundreds of people are on Facebook right now listening to us. And all over the world, Canada, hello there on the radio side. Thank you so very much. Las Vegas, we have people over in Australia. Yes. So many listening tonight. Share us, please. Share the show. If you're a group, share to your group. We want to thank you again so much to listen to the Glenn Lary Show every Tuesday night, Pacific Standard Time. Those gentlemen were up late Mountain Time and Central Time. So, but thank you so much. Billy, thank you for being on the Facebook page there. Good thing about that, because you can listen to the show. Yes. Later on. So if you're not tied to this time, as I said, you can listen to us another time, which is pretty cool. Coming up our next show, I want to focus on Paul Lind. We have a writer, a lady that's done a great book, biography book, coming up. And I want to have Martha on also about her trips and what she's doing. And we have a couple of other writers that are coming on the show. But I don't want to give out the names yet. I'll have those on the Facebook page for you, so you have to look them up. But it'll be a lot of fun. Again, thank you so very much. I am Glenn Lary, and like I say, be well, be well, be good, and play with each other nicely, will you? Yeah. The politics stuff, let it go. Live a life, have fun, breathe the air, smell the roses, and be kind to each other, please. Thank you so very much. I am Glenn Larry.